of warned the national leadership beforehand that this is the situation that is unfolding. So I think that's my question.
It's not a blame game. A blame game is when you say that we lost because of you.
Yeah.
We are not doing that. What we are doing is to say we dropped to 35%. And what is the challenge? If the challenge is leadership, you strengthen that leadership and intervene. If certain things were not done properly leading up to the elections, coordination, volunteers, membership not properly well organized, and all of that, you deal with that. If the challenge overall, which is objective, that state of governance has affected us, all of us, it was load shedding, and that's why we dropped. And that is why, and then secondly is the fact that the proliferation of political parties to challenge the ANC to be out of power or to drop below 50%. That affected the entire movement. So you can't play a game, a blame game, to say that it is you. You look at the state of the organization and then you answer the question, what needs to be done? And that's what is important. A blame game will be when you say, we lost because of you and you. You would have lost because of a plethora of issues before you. Organizational, issues, which we believe that if you fix that and that, your organization can be better and we can perform better. If the ANC is well organized, massive as it is on the ground, nobody can catch up with us on the ground. Well-oiled machinery that we've got and so on. You get into areas where you see that ANC people are there, but they've not been energized enough to come out and vote. You can't blame it on them. It's apathy that has crept in to voting for the party, but they don't vote for other parties. They don't vote for other parties, they stay at home. And these are the challenges that you need to actually address going forward. We won 14 of the 18 by-elections we contested last week. Somebody was doing work there to organize, to do this thing to ensure that we win. We won 10 of the 12 wards that were contested in Tabazimbi. It didn't just happen. It happened because there is machinery on the ground that was working very hard to ensure that we secure victory. We got 900 votes in Mtuba from 217 in the last election. In this election, we got 900 and something, second to the IFP. In the last election, we got 217. MK party of Jacob Zuma, the Zuma party, got 300 and something. In Mtuba, we beat them in this election. So it is hard work of organization on the ground. Elections are not lost because the polls are saying you will get 30%. Once the polls tell you you'll get 30%, you implement strategies that will make it a point that you don't get that 30%. And there's a whole lot of factors that affected us and all of that and everybody else and so on. Now, if in the two provinces that we have gone to, we have identified what are the weaknesses and we need to respond to this thing. The other day, I compared ourselves in a scenario of vehicles. We are challenging a Ferrari in KZN, which is a IFP and Zuma party. So we need to come with an aeroplane, Gulfstream, aeroplane, not just any other aeroplane, Gulfstream, to overtake that Ferrari. We cannot come with a conquest. We will never be in a position to deal with that Ferrari. So in how you upgrade yourself to a Gulfstream, it will include many passengers in the Gulfstream. It can be reinforcement, it can be disbandment, total overhaul, or it can be, okay, the status quo is still fine, these people are good. All what we need to do is just to tweak there and there, but this leadership, let's go with it. So these are the things we will examine. And maybe there is a fourth one or a fifth one. I don't think we can pass these three. But we know exactly where we are. We are not thumb-sucking. We know what is our challenge. It's not a blame game. It's a question of how the ANC respond to this situation with a view of strengthening our capacity as an organization in these two provinces and in Gauteng in particular as well.
Take the last